Hi everyone, welcome. Today we're gonna go briefly over this famous cookie that everyone seems to love. They have it in this name brand as well as generic, and it pretty much has the same ingredient, but this one's infamous. Everyone really loves it. I'm gonna flip it around. Now, flipping around packages and reading the ingredients is very important, and I want to show you some of the ingredients. Now we have unbleached enriched flour, meaning they just basically did more stuff to it in the processing. Wheat flour, niacin, reduced iron, thiamine, and some other enriched, well, if you want to call it vitamins, but synthetic stuff put to it. Now we have some other things like soybean and canola oil, which are highly inflammatory. We talk about this in another one of our shorts about the inflammatory oils that can be really bad for you. Soybeans are also 90% or 95% genetically modified. Now, a lot of these ingredients are even banned in other countries, but America, they still have these ingredients and allow these ingredients in foods, or if you want to call it, I like to call it garbage. And I would like to go tell you a little bit more about high fructose corn syrup, which you see right here. Now, let me tell you a little bit more high fructose corn syrup, or HFCS. High fructose corn syrup is an ingredient a few of us would ever decide to use in a homemade recipe. In fact, it is not sold on its own as an ingredient, but an industrial concoction. It is most often found in highly processed products and fast foods, making fundamentally unhealthy food choices even more dangerous to your health. All right, so high fructose corn syrup, or HFCS, is a sweetener made from corn that is chemically altered with enzymes to convert its starches to simple sugars, notably fructose. Now, high fructose corn syrup usually comes in two simple forms. It comes in the form of liquid, which is in a lot of these products. They're liquid, and or table sugar or sucrose. Since its production was streamlined in the late 1960s, high fructose corn syrup has become the most common added sweetener in processed foods and beverages. It is substantially cheaper than sucrose, has a long shelf life, that's why it's in these products, and mixes well with a variety of products. Thus, the reason why it's in so many processed products. In fact, between 1970 and 1990, the annual consumption of HFCSs increased by more than 1,000%, greatly exceeding the change in intake of any other food or food group. Now, it's no coincidence that these processed foods that many people eat, unfortunately, and simply just turn the package over of any of the processed foods that you normally get for your family, for yourself, and you can see these bad things. Now, it's no coincidence that the rise in obesity has occurred in the last 40, 50 years with these ingredients added to certain products. Now, I have this product. I do not buy this for my household personally, but I did want to buy just for video purposes, just to show some of these appalling ingredients. Now, high fructose corn syrup is linked to a whole array of health issues. I mean, it's astronomical how much health issues it can contribute to. High fructose corn syrups may also contribute to other adverse health effects such as hypertension, non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, excess uric acid levels associated with gout, and elevated levels of advanced glycation in products, which are linked with aging and complications of diabetes. High fructose corn syrup harms the brain as well as the body. That's one thing a lot of people don't realize, but you know, we have all these diseases such as Alzheimer's, which is not associated with age. Everybody don't get Alzheimer's just from aging at all. You have a lot of chemically altered products, chemically and synthetic ingredients in foods as such as this that chemically alter your brain and everything that goes along with it. Now, I don't just want to give you a video on harms of high fructose corn syrup, harms of this, and not give you an alternative. I would like to show you what we generally make for our children and others in shortly. Again, as stated, high fructose corn syrup just does not harm the body, but it harms the brain as well as the body. I mean, it can actually destroy your memory, slow mental function, and ultimately deteriorate brain performances in rats. And this was found in a study done in California, LA, at UCLA. That it actually started like deteriorating, making the rat's brain like deteriorate. It's a lot of bad stuff in high fructose corn syrup. Detectable levels of mercury have been found in some samples of high fructose corn syrup, and it's pretty bad. The toxic metal was found most commonly in high fructose corn syrup containing dairy products, dressings, salad dressings, ketchups, and other condiments. So just be on the lookout. Look at your ingredients very well. Just stay away from this processed stuff altogether. I mean, high fructose corn syrup was just a red flag in Ram Rapp's book. Of course, they have other things like soy lecithin and chocolate and artificial flavor. That's a big no-no right there. They often say it's because it's like a secret ingredient or whatnot, but the artificial flavor basically is something highly processed and synthetic, which is really not no chocolate flavor. It's really artificial chocolate flavor. So just be on the lookout for products with high fructose corn syrup. We recommend organic if you don't make it. Organic chocolate sandwich cookies. Check out the link in the description below for our homemade Oreo cookies. We hope you all got the chance to look at our short of how we made our homemade Oreo cookies. No high fructose corn syrup, no preservatives, organic versus these highly processed high fructose corn syrup and preservative laden cookies, if you want to call them cookies. Enjoy. Thanks for watching. Subscribe.